Formulating a brilliant idea takes only a few seconds, but taking that single thought and sharing it with the entire globe is a logistical nightmare. Translating a single sentence into dozens of languages requires teams of native speakers. Formatting that text into audio tracks and video assets demands specialized editors. And ensuring people actually find it requires dedicated web developers and rigorous SEO, search engine optimization, which is the specific structural formatting needed to make content discoverable on Google. This technical friction creates a significant disconnect. Valuable insights and hungry learners remain isolated from one another because the bridge between them is simply too expensive to build. Reaching a global audience currently requires an army of human labor. Because of that immense cost, widespread educational distribution remains a privilege reserved for massive media corporations. But imagine replacing that entire human production studio with a single autonomous piece of software. This is eBell. It is a fully automated, multimodal learning engine designed specifically to eliminate the friction of content production. By utilizing this architecture, one creator becomes a self-sustaining global media factory. The constraints of time, language, and labor are removed from the equation. The entire process initiates with a single human action, one question typed in English. The exact moment the user hits enter, the data leaves the physical world and enters a purely autonomous digital environment. This diagram illustrates the data's arrival at the eBell core engine. This central processing hub acts as the digital brain of the entire operation. Inside this core, a complex technology stack activates in milliseconds. It leverages Google Cloud computing infrastructure to handle massive data loads. It queries Gemini AI to process the logic. And it routes the text through v3 translation protocols to prepare for localized output. In less time than it takes to blink, the engine analyzes the original English sentence and primes it for automated expansion. Once the complex logic is completely processed, the central core hits a critical mass. The data is unleashed. Looking at the flowchart, we see the single pathway fragment into 30 separate directions. The system takes that one English input and instantly translates it into 30 distinct languages. Simultaneously, the architecture begins multimodal generation. Each of those 30 language branches automatically spawns its own localized AI audio track and custom educational images to match the text. In a matter of seconds, without a single human keystroke, one sentence evolves into a web of localized, multimedia educational content. Creating the media is only half the battle. Next, the 30 data branches flow directly into automated distribution hubs to be packaged for the public. This diagram shows the first distribution sector, web and SEO. eBell acts as its own web developer, instantly coding and hosting 30 independent web pages. It automatically configures the metadata for each page so that Google Search can easily index and display them. Next, the data hits the video factory. The system compiles the generated text, translated audio, and custom images into complete, localized video reels, pushing them directly to search engines and video platforms. eBell operates as a self-sufficient media company. It handles the historically exhaustive labor of formatting, publishing, and search engine optimization in real time. The final destination for this vast data network is the palm of the end user. The eBell application serves as the delivery vehicle. It places this multimodal knowledge directly into the hands of students across 60 different countries entirely in their native language. Millions of people are interacting with highly targeted educational media that bypassed human production teams entirely. The initial gap between a single insight and global access is gone. The system has successfully delivered targeted knowledge directly to the consumer, regardless of geography or language. Viewing the complete architectural map of the eBell ecosystem, you can trace the unbroken line from the initial human spark to massive global output. One input, global distribution. Content creation is no longer about human hands typing every article or editing every video frame. It is about designing automated architectures that execute those tasks for you. By engineering away the friction of production, eBell has reduced the distance between a single thought and global education to zero.